Babe, wake up. A new made-up word just dropped. Womyn. W-O-M-Y-N. A non-standard spelling of women with an E-N, adopted by some feminists in order to avoid using the ending M-E-N. Apparently, this isn't a new thing. I guess it's been around for a little while. New to me, and I guess new to you guys now too. But what do they want to do when they spell woman? Like singular woman. There's no avoiding the M-A-N at the end, right? No, we can't have that. I don't know, maybe they just don't write it at all, or even maybe they add a silent letter to it, perhaps? I don't know, but maybe the real solution to all of this is just to get a motherfucking life and stop caring about stupid shit. Speaking of stupid shit, you're about to witness quite a lot of that, starting with this here. Dialysis patient dies during sex in car with his nurse who failed to call for an ambulance. This man was living in 3023. He finally lived out the real life version of the nurse fantasy, but it ended up killing him. It's tough, really, really tough. A British nurse lost her job after the hospital learned she had maintained an affair with a patient for over a year, ending when the man died following a sexual encounter with her in the hospital's parking lot in Wales. I'm not surprised it's in the UK anymore, fellas, all right? It used to be Florida. It's always in the UK now, though. I don't know what has happened. You guys are fucking crazy over there. The man known as Patient A was receiving dialysis treatment when he died of a heart attack during the late night meeting. Yes, the meeting. Penelope Williams, 42, failed to call for an ambulance as the patient collapsed in the back of his car. So, here's her picture here, fellas. It's not exactly what we, what we want it to be. She's not horrible. She's also 42. She's pretty good for a 42-year-old. But man, no matter how good it was, I'm sure it wasn't worth dying for. Now, one of the weirder parts about this story, to me at least, is that she delayed in calling an ambulance, which you think a nurse would be like all about it, right? But of course, she don't want to get in trouble. She's like, oh no, what do I do? This dude is dying with his dick up in the back seat. So not only is she in trouble for, being unprofessional, but failing to provide medical help. Not a good look. The episode triggered an investigation and hearing before a nursing and midwifery council, which heard testimony that Williams had ignored advice from colleagues who had urged her to call an ambulance. So, instead of calling an ambulance, she called her coworkers instead and was like, what? Hey, I'm screwing this guy that I used to take care of in the hospital out back. Now he collapsed over. Help. Patient A had met Williams through work, with Williams helping to treat him for his condition. When emergency personnel eventually arrived, they found patient A partially naked and unresponsive. Wow. Fate, man. Fate. She helped keep him alive to ultimately be there when he died for a completely different reason. Williams had called a colleague instead of emergency personnel. That's the thing I was talking about there. It's so weird to me. And the colleague urged her to immediately call an ambulance, only for her to delay in doing so. She was crying and distressed and asking for help as she tried to explain that someone had died. Dude, call an ambulance. You're gonna get in trouble no matter what. Like, they're good. What are you gonna do? Just hide the body? Of course not. Maybe they could have saved him. I don't know. It sounded like he was basically already dead by the time she started making calls, but still. She initially told police and a paramedic that she... My bad. She initially all right, now I can't fucking talk. She initially told police and a paramedic that she had gone to meet with him after he had messaged her on Facebook that he felt unwell. That sounds like a complete lie. She claimed she had spent only about 30 to 45 minutes in the back of his car just talking. Yes, of course, I'm sure. She further explained that the patient started groaning and suddenly died. She had testified at initial February hearing. Yes. Well, that's unfortunate. I just hope this man went out doing what he loved. He got to live out the fantasy of many men out here. We've all seen it in the movies before, right? We've all thought about it before. You see a hot chick out in public with scrubs on, and you're like, wait, hold up a sec, Like, the thought has entered our head. Rest in peace to that fallen soldier. We will have more stupid bullshit coming right up after a word from today's video sponsor. We'll be right back. Fellas, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Tiege Hanley, the uncomplicated skincare system for men. Tiege has been a part of my daily routine for well over the last year now, and I have never been more handsome in my entire life. which is why I'm once again partnering up with them to sponsor today's video. As dudes, we don't have many options to look the best that we can. That's where Tige comes in and makes the entire process uncomplicated. It's what they do. If you choose the level 1 box, you're gonna get everything you need to get started, okay? Twice daily face wash, 2 times per week exfoliating scrub, and 2 moisturizers, 1 for the AM and 1 for the PM. Very, very simple. You don't know how much to use? No problem. They got you covered. They're going to send you this card right here. It's going to tell you exactly which product to use and when and how much with a diagram. They could not make it any easier for you guys. You use these 4 products every single day and watch the results happen right in front of your eyes, all right? I've been doing it for well over a year now. It's part of my routine, but don't just take my word for it, all right? 5,000 5-star reviews from customers all over the world. You can't make that up. In addition to both looking and feeling the best you have in your entire life, members of Tige will also get other benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping with low-cost shipping to most other countries. They are truly a great company, and they partner with channels like this one, so just because Tige is sponsoring today's video, they're offering the fellas a great deal. Click the link in the description, you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. This month they sent me the face towel on the bag, as you see here on your screen. Absolutely love this stuff. These guys are the best. Fellas, click the link, get started today, support a great company that supports channels like this one. And I would like to personally thank the fellas at Tige once again for sponsoring today's video. Alright fellas, before we get to our final story of the day, I want you to take a look at this image that I saw floating around on twitter.com. This is quite sad, really. It's an empty stream with nobody to be found in it, just literally a room of nothing. Got the hot tub there and the bench that looks like it's from the 1800s, and it says, "Squats on camera soon." 8,000 fucking viewers sitting there watching nothing. It's honestly mind-blowing. Is it really that important to see this one streamer who everybody in this chat I'm sure has seen a million times before, but is it really that important to see this for, you know, probably the millionth time? And she's not even on the screen. Like, she's not even there. Real life Reddit and Discord people caught out in the wild. This is what they do in their spare time, fellas. Take notes, all right? You know, you could go on Google, you could go on the hub, you could see all of this and so much more in the time frame that you choose. Then you could get back on to going about your life, you know, on your own schedule. But no, hey, let's just sit here on a 3-hour stream where nobody's present and, you know, 8,000 people watching, all with their pants down around their ankles waiting for it to appear on the screen. Get a life. And that brings us to our final story of the day, fellas. Now, have you ever said to somebody, "In sickness and in health, till death do us part," and meant it, right? I have. I know a lot of you guys have too. I know there's a lot of married dudes out there. Now, imagine this is the woman that you decided to take vows to. "I divorced my dying husband. He wallowed in self-pity and killed my vibe." Wow, what a delight. I really had to double take that headline the first time I read it because I had to make sure I was reading what the hell I was thinking that I was reading. And yeah, I was right. Sounds like a real sweet woman, guys. What do you think? A woman has opened up about why she divorced her dying husband, saying that his 5-year cancer battle took a toll on their marriage as he wallowed in self-pity. Yana Fry, 40, wed her late husband when she was 22 years old and dreamed of starting a family with him. But the bride's dreams were soon dashed after her husband, then 37, was diagnosed with testicular cancer. "We couldn't really think about our future," she said. How can you plan your future as a newly married couple when you're struggling like something with cancer? People react in one of 2 ways to critical illnesses. I've seen it over and over. The first type was how my husband unfortunately was. The people who drown in self-pity. The second type of people are those who are instead concerned with everyone around them. Now guys, the level of selfishness that this woman exhibits is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Like, it borders on mental illness, but also just mostly being a narcissistic, complete fucking asshole. There's no other way to put it. This is her, by the way, fellas. I mean, looks can be deceiving, right? It doesn't matter how wholesome and put together you look. She's just a bad person. Fry, who was living in New York City with her husband, said no one was worried about how she was doing during the difficult time. "We saw different kinds of doctors. Not a single person ever offered me help." What? They never asked, "Do you need a support system? Are you part of a counseling group?" Is she talking about the doctors Like, are the fucking doctors supposed to ask you that? I'm confused. Or do you just have no friends and no one really gives a shit about you, and that's why you are now doing this extremely terrible, selfish, narcissistic thing? Have we ever considered that? I could never be friends with a person like this, and people who have surrounded themselves with her in the past have probably steered clear for a reason, and that reason is on full display right here. Her husband continued treatment for his cancer, but the disease only worsened. I was hoping for the best with my ex-husband's cancer, but then years went by and I started to lose hope. It was 5 years with all the treatments, and it started to change the dynamics within our relationship. Oh, well, gee, good thing you didn't, like, I don't know, say, take a vow of marriage to him and say in sickness and in health, right? No. Good thing that never happened. It wasn't until that 5th year that I started to think about leaving, she continued. I can't even imagine, like, just side note real quick. It's hard to imagine being her and just saying these sentences over and over and, like, nothing bothers you. You don't realize how horrible of a person you sound, how tone deaf this is. God, I cannot stand this woman. She says, but I felt like I couldn't say anything. When someone is dying next to you, you feel like you can't talk about your own well-being because you compare it to their suffering. Fry says she was motivated to finally leave her sickly spouse after a friend took their own life. I'm not sure what that has to do with any of this, but hey, any excuse to get out, right? Any excuse. What would she have done if it was like her son or something that had cancer? Like if they started their family and they had a sick child, God forbid. What would she have done? Like, you're not supposed to just peace out when people need you the most because you say it makes you feel bad. What the fuck is going on? Dude, I can't. Now this is about her friend's suicide. It was my first funeral and it was very shocking. In my mind at the time, suicide became an option even though I never considered that before. I was in such a bad state. It was very clear to me that if I didn't say myself, I was probably going to die. She dramatically added. I love how they say she dramatically added it. Great job. Someone really needs to just tell this woman to shut the fuck up. She subsequently filed for divorce from her husband, leaving him stunned. His main focus was more and more so about him. Wow, terrible person. At the beginning of his treatment, he was still checking on me, but he felt even more pity for himself because of the divorce. Well, gee, I wonder why. It's only as if, like, I don't know, your wife backstabbed you when you needed her the fucking most and then just left because she wanted to go before the streets. Gee, I wonder why he felt bad, guys. Anyone have any ideas? I can't say that he was hugely supportive, obviously. But what was even harder was the reaction of society, which I didn't expect. What are you talking about, yo? What did you think? People were just gonna be like, yas queen, go off and live your life? Fuck that, dying a man with cancer? What? I have no words for this shit, dude. I don't even know what to say anymore. He ended up remarrying before he passed away 2 years later. Well, that's good. At least he found someone that actually, like, I don't know, cared about him a little bit. I actually found out on Facebook that he passed away. There is a picture of him from a common friend, and it said, rest in peace. My first reaction, yo, sit in your seats tight for this one, guys, all right? Ready? After the guy dies now, she says, my first reaction was, you must be joking. Someone should have called me and told me, but no one did. What is this? Fry has since moved to Singapore and works as a life coach. This is literally the last person on this earth I would ever take advice from anything about. I'm done with this shit, yo. Well, fellas, that is about enough goddamn motherfucking internet for one day. For real, I need to go lie down now, all right? This was too much. Going on Twitter never ceases to amaze me, and how are we gonna top this? I don't know. It'll only take like 12 minutes probably. So we'll be back next week with more bullshit. But you guys let me know what you thought down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellas are gonna have oh so much to say about all this, and I look forward to reading your comments as always. If you guys enjoyed the video, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support, especially the guys that have rejoined lately. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the true MVPs, and I could not be doing this without you. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. And don't forget to check out T-Shelly in the pinned comment and description down below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.
You're so ass, bro.
Oh my god, they're getting fucking angry. Yo, Coop, we're talking pure shit after this.
Fucking justified. Like, that shit was too fucking stupid.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
They're horrible, though. Like, they're so in their own heads, too. Like,
Yo, no joke.
Yo, nice try,
Who
guys.
the fuck carried you guys to Platt? For real, dog.
I don't know. Who decided it was okay
You
to
guys
cheat?
are
You're
fucking
reported, you
shit.
fat fuck.
Oh, I'm reported?
Yeah, you cheated, bro.
Bro, you got
I
beat by
watched
an
the
old
whole
man.
time.
Go play fucking Fortnite or Minecraft or something, dude. I don't even know what to fucking tell you. You think my
Go pay
old
your
ass
mortgage,
is
you
cheating?
fat bitch.
I'm old enough to be your dad,
Yeah, you
bitch.
are. I watched, bro.
Oh, I'm cheating.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
still
bro.
fuck you.
You are punching the fucking air. Oh my god.
nah, 35 and 9
That
and
was
25 and 10.
That was crazy. That was wait.
Those
What did they
guys
do?
are
Wait, hold on.
11, 25.
All right, I went 25 and 10. Coop went 35 and 9. 11, 24, 12, 27, 11, 22, 9 and 24. No fucking shot.
As long as you love me.